Welcome back, dear students. This is my sixth video on the Mesopotamian civilization, which is chapter 4 in your history textbook. This video is for standard 6. I was talking about the features of the Mesopotamian civilization, and we have dealt with quite a few. Now let us talk about the script. The Mesopotamian people developed writing which was based on cuneiform script. It was wedge-shaped and pictographic form of writing, written from right to left, with a stylus, a sharp pen made of reed bones and sometimes of metal. See, you can see this picture, right? People wrote on smooth, soft clay tablets, which were then baked on fire. Each clay tablet was like a page of a book. Several such tablets together formed a complete book. The people who wrote on clay tablets were known as scribes or writers. They kept records of business documents, daily transactions, astronomy, royal inscriptions, literature, etc. on clay tablets. Many such clay tablets have been found during the excavations. The pictogram represented an object or an idea on these tablets. Since the cuneiform script has been deciphered, we can get a lot of information from it. A very famous tale on clay tablets is the tale about the legendary hero Gilgamesh, the king of Uruk. So, very important part the clay tablets played, and from there we have come to know about many things. Epic of Gilgamesh was a popular epic poem written in Babylon in around 2500 BC. Gilgamesh was believed to be part human and part god by Mesopotamians. The epic poem throws light on the life of Gilgamesh, his friendship with Enkidu, his sorrow on Enkidu's death, and the search for eternal life. It tells us about the Mesopotamian culture also. Mesopotamia culture believed no one can be more powerful than the god. Epic of Creation too was written on clay tablets in book form. It was about Marduk, god of Babylon, describing how he created the world. After defeating a female monster and her son, god Marduk was rewarded by other gods who then started regarding him as their king. So this is all about written in the script and about the epic of creation, the poems. Okay, now let us talk about the science and mathematics. So the Mesopotamian people were skilled mathematicians. They used the sign of 1 3 times for writing 3. See, just you can see here. These were the first to divide an hour into 60 minutes, a minute into 60 seconds, and a year into 12 months. Day and night were divided into two equal halves having 12 hours each. So you can see the numericals how they have been written 1, 2, 3 and then 10 becomes then 10, 1, 10 to the Roman form that we do it. So very nicely this has been given, just go through it. The Mesopotamians were also the first to develop a calendar. Again, a very important fact. It was later on adopted by the Semites, Egyptians, and Greeks. It was a lunar calendar based on different phases of the moon. Hence, it was slightly different from the solar calendar, which is in use these days. So, we use the solar calendar. It had 11 days less than the modern solar calendar. Due to this reason, the Mesopotamians had to add an extra month every 2 or 3 years to make up the variation in the moon's movement. Using their advanced math, the Mesopotamian astronomers were able to follow the movements of the stars, planets, and the moon. The Mesopotamians could predict eclipses. Very, very important. Again, mark it out. They used pictures to denote the eclipses of the sun and the moon. The sky was divided into 12 different parts, which were identified by different stars of the constellations. Each part of the sky was known as some zodiac names, like the stars, planets were also given specific names by the Mesopotamian people. So, what is constellation? When you see a cluster of stars in the sky and they give you a particular shape, so it is called a constellation. More in the next video, girls. Thank you.